Hey, what's going on, everybody? Movie Phantom here, and guess what? Thursday, we got some upcoming movies, and got a couple of new releases I'm gonna touch on. Uh, so normally I do the upcoming movies on Thursday. Well, we'll be doing next week's as well tonight because next week is Thanksgiving, followed by Black Friday, and I just don't plan on doing shit those 2 days. So, I'm gonna hit you up now with it. So there you go. Give you a notice ahead of time. I'm not doing anything on Thanksgiving. So yes, this weekend, limited release, hashtag horror. Apparently based on true stories about these group of 12-year-old girls who are throwing a party, and they're all involved in some kind of like video game, or not video game, it's like a social media game. But basically they start cyberbullying somebody, and then shit hits the fan. This movie is very interesting to me in the sense that it's an R-rated horror film with kids. Like, I feel like if this would have been, and it's IFC Midnight, I feel like if it would have been more mainstream, like, Sony, even like Screen Gems or, Rogue Pictures, is that even still around? Either way, I think if it was something more mainstream, they would have bumped them up to like, high schoolers, and then they probably would have, toned down the violence or whatever. So that's very interesting to me right off the bat. I thought that was really neat. And then secondly, it's just like, well, I remember when I read the title, hashtag horror. Like, it literally is £, which used to be a £sign when I was a kid. What the fuck is hashtag? Either way, hashtag horror. It literally is £sign horror. And I was like, this is fucking stupid. Like, didn't we just have Unfriended, like, earlier in the year, and that just sucked so much dick? And then I watched the trailer, and I was like, wow, this actually seems like it may be pretty good. Like, I mean, it looks like it's standard kind of, revenge slasher, which I'm all about revenge slashers, by the way. But I feel like this is actually, like, I just remember with Unfriended, I was hoping it would be, like, the next generation of horror, I guess. That next step. This generation's horror film, And maybe it is, but it sucked. And I feel like this is maybe what Unfriended, maybe not the storyline, obviously, but maybe the producers wanted, Unfriended to be what this is going to be. Unfortunately, this is only limited release, so, I mean, unless if it gets, like, a crazy-ass following like It Follows, and gets a, more mainstream push, odds are it's going to just kind of be forgotten by most mainstream, moviegoers. But, I don't know. I think it looks pretty good. I'm curious to hear what you guys think, so let me know what you think about hashtag horror. Next week, coming out, right in time for Thanksgiving, we got Victor Frankenstein. Basically a retelling of the classic Frankenstein story, but this time from the point of view of Igor. I keep wanting to say Igor. I know. Anyways, from Igor, and basically it's pretty much just Igor's life. Like I guess you kind of see him, before he hooks up with Frankenstein, and then of course, well, you know the rest. Shit. This movie definitely has more of a comedic spin to it, but it looks like it's going to deliver the goods. But I do feel like it's going to be more comedic, actiony, and not necessarily horror driven, which is a little unfortunate. But I do think this is a step in the right direction, and I feel like this is what Universal probably wants to do. Because like I feel like the Universal. I mean, I'm excited for the Monster. Universal Monsterverse relaunch. I just feel like they're gonna fuck it up, and I feel like this movie will actually probably be pretty entertaining. Will it, live up to the classic horror standards of the original universe? No, probably not. But I'm sure it'll be fun to watch. And like I said, I like the 2 leads. I'm a big fan of Daniel Radcliffe. I'm not a Harry Potter fan, but dude, horns and Woman in Black. That's all I need. I think he's great in those 2 movies. I'm kind of glad that he's a genre, fixture, and it's great. The other guy, James Avery, it don't fucking matter. He's okay. I mean, I think he's a good actor. I just don't really care for a lot of shit he's in. Like, he's in like one of the X-Men movies, and I just fucking don't like the X-Men. But it looks like a good movie. It looks like it's gonna be fun. They even, like a lady calls me Dr. Frankenstein, and I'm like, oh, look at that. Look at that reference. Great. I love it. So, I don't know. I feel like it'd be a good watch. Probably won't go to the theaters and watch it, but it'll definitely be something, check out later on down the road. So, guys, there it is. Those are the two, upcoming movies in the next couple of weeks. Let me know what you think about them. And now we'll move on to some new releases I watched. Me and Maya both watched them, actually. First up, it is Goodnight Mommy. Basic premise of this thing is this woman comes back home, and she, of course, has she's had some kind of surgery, whatnot done. And, of course, she's hidden behind the bandages, and, of course, the, two kids feel like, that's not their mom. And they all start trusting her. All right. And I'm not going to give anything away. This is clearly, brand new. So I'm not going to try to give anything away on this one. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a damn good movie. Very well acted. Although, I will say this. At least I did. Now, I'm always the first to admit if I, if an ending gets me or whatever, I'm like, oh shit, I didn't see it coming. Guessed it within the first, 5 minutes. And I don't think it's, I can't say I don't think it's, obviously they want you to be surprised at the end. I just feel like you're going to see the ending coming a mile away. I just feel you will. But that said, even though I'm sitting there, because what I do is, just so I don't, especially if I'm watching with somebody else. Because, right now, you guys are just going to be like, well, fuck you, fam. You didn't know shit, I bet you were shocked and creamed your pants. And, that's okay. You wouldn't know. But when I have someone in the room with me, I'm watching a movie with them, especially if I'm at home, something I do with Maya every now and then is I'll just grab a piece of paper. I'll pause it real quick. She'll pause it, and then I'll write down the twist. And then I'll fold it up and I'll put it in my pocket. Hit play. And then sure enough, we get to the end of the movie, or we get to at least a twist. I'm like, pause it again. Bam! Oh, look at that. And that's exactly what happened this time around. It's the exact same thing. I was like, called it. But even knowing what the twist is going to be, because I'm not going to lie, and I don't want to give too much away. I really don't. The trailer is incredibly misleading. And I caught that right off the bat. I was like, nope. And so, I already called it, the trailer on its bullshit, and I already had that mindset that it's probably going to lean this direction, and it did. And I was like, but still, enjoyable film. Still, probably my, no, I won't say that. Very well done, though. It definitely, it's a damn good movie. It sticks with you after it's over, and really dug the ending. So, that's Goodnight Mommy. It is a foreign film. It's Austrian, I believe. Austrian or German. I can't remember. It's one of the two. But, so if you hate subtitles, you may want to avoid it. But if you like to read it, you're okay. And you'll be in for a good movie. But once again, you'll see it coming a mile away. I'm just going to tell you right now, you will see the ending coming a mile away. So, and then, the next movie we watched, Insidious Chapter 3. And it's the prequel to the, first two Insidious movies. And basically, which I think is kind of weird if you're going to call it Chapter 3. I guess that book can go back to, whatever. Anyways, but this time around, we got, this girl, and, she lived with her father, and the mom just passed away, a year ago, or whatever. So, she, and they had to roll over there with him. But they're in an apartment, and so she's been trying to contact her mom. Unfortunately, she has released something. When you're calling out to the dead, you may not get the person you're trying to call. You'll get someone else, and that's what happens in this case. And of course, we get the origins of which they did a short film before. They did a bunch of little short videos of Specs, and I forget the other guy's name. Shit. The two guys, Lee Wendell and Angus Sampson. Those two guys. Is it Wendell or Wandel? It don't matter. Fucking the guy who wrote and directed it. Teamed up with Lynn Schaefer the first time. And even though they did these shorts before, I think during Insidious Chapter 2, they did all these 3 shorts or 4 shorts of them coming together. But they just kind of disregard those. And you get a proper origin story, which is really good. And once again, I'm going to get underway on this one. This one, I'll tell you right now, I dug the story. And I thought the directing, Lee did really good, the story and the directing. A lot of the acting was really bad. I'm not going to lie about that. I thought, especially with the family, everyone else is okay. I thought, Wendell and fucking Samson and Shay, like the one that came back. Oh, they did. I thought they did a phenomenal job. Just a family. I just like the dad, that Dermot Malloy, I don't know his name. I couldn't get into it. The daughter, same way. I thought she's really horrible. And it's not. And don't get me wrong. Now I'm gonna turn this around, because right now you're like, oh, fan, you just don't take a shit on this, and I'm not. Because even with that working against it, I thought the story was very well told. That was well directed. This one, where it's not as scary as the first two. Because I'll tell you now, I jumped a shitload during the first two. Jumped more during the first one. The second one, I jumped a couple times. Didn't really jump in this one at all. But it still has some really creepy moments. Especially early on, when she starts basically, we as an audience know, okay, what she's seeing is clearly not, those scenes were very creepy early on, when she kind of sees someone in the distance. That's all I'm gonna say. But I don't know, that was just very to me. It's a little uneasy to watch. I was like, oh man, that's creepy. Like, I don't know, something about that just kind of unsettling. And then they go to the further, which that's not getting anything away. You saw in the trailer. And there's this one scene in particular, and I won't give it away, but it was like, just the look on this person's face was so fucking creepy. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I had an internal jump when I saw that, and I was like, oh, get the fuck away from this person. No, this is going to be bad. It has really nice tie-in. I mean, aside from, we'll just call them the ghost-busting trio. Aside from them, having a little origin story, it does have a pretty good connection to the first two as well. And I thought that was kind of neat. I liked the little tie-in. It didn't feel forced. I mean, it felt like, a natural part of the story. And honestly, like I said, I know I was blowing Goodnight Mommy. I actually enjoyed Insidious Chapter 3 more. I just thought it was a better movie. Like I said, it wasn't nearly as scary as I was hoping it'd be. Because really, when it comes to paranormal horror, I don't know, something about those just puts me on the edge of my seat a little bit more. And this one didn't really have that effect on me, but I still thought it was a damn good movie. It just was. And once again, and this has been said in interviews, so I'm not really giving anything away, but this is a prequel. So you got, when the end of the story comes, you still have this big chunk of time between chapter 3 and chapter 1. So I would love to see, them to do another one and have it once again focus around the trio as they're, ghost busting, or, whatever you want to call it, ghost hunting, or whatever you want to call it. But I would love to see that story, I think. It'd be a natural progression, but long time to tell. Insidious Chapter 3, check it out. I highly recommend it. And now, if you're not a fan of the first two, don't watch it. I get that a lot. People are just like, Phantom, you recommended, Paranormal Activity 4, and it sucked, just like the other three. And I'm like, well, yeah, but if you didn't like the first three, why are you watching the fourth one? Like, why did you go to the fourth? Like, what made you think, like, oh, the fourth one's going to be good? Like, I hate the first three, but goddamn, that fourth one, and the Phantom said it, so it must be. No. So if you're not a fan of the first two, don't watch the third one. If you're a fan of the first two, jump into it. I will say it probably is my least favorite of the three. And I got more negativity on this one than I did the other one, but I dare now, as of right now, probably my favorite horror movie of the year. It really is. It's just really good. And Goodnight Mommy, check it out as well. So, all right, guys, that's it. If you've seen any of these movies, in this weekend, if you watch, hashtag horror, hit me up. Don't even have to be on this channel. You can hit me up on Facebook if you're, one of my Facebook peeps. Or Twitter. Hit me up over there as well. And just let me know if you see it, or if you want to see it, or whatever the case may be. So, all right, guys. I'm out.